Hello everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy III, the 3D remake, of course. So, since last time, I've actually taken just a few minutes to level grind to level 7. When you use the auto battle feature, to toggle that on and off between battles, it does really speed things up pretty quick. I like to give the input commands to my characters, hit auto battle, do it again, and then even if they need to repeat the same commands, that's also fine. So everyone's level 7. We got 5 spell charges, which is great for the level 1 magic. Make sure whoever you want to make your black mage down the road has the blizzard spell equipped. We're just not going to be using it until, the boss in the next area. So let's go and take our airship and head over north. Oh, Sid's airship technically, but he lent it to us. Hopefully he has insurance. We might crash it. We're just teenagers after all. So here's the sealed cave. And the sealed cave is actually really straightforward. It's almost like impossible to get lost here. Hold on, make sure. Yeah, actually, let's go back. There's a treasure chest I'm missing. Yep, all the way down here. And we get our first set of new enemies. It's like they knew I was watching Egypt videos lately. These are the mummies. They are weak to light elemental magic. They have 52 HP, and that's basically all you really need to know. They're pretty easy to take care of. We're not going to waste our cure spell charges on mummies, though, so we'll just kind of hit them with what we got with our dual-wielding swords or, brass knuckles. Or, my bad, bronze bracers? Whatever item I gave Ingus over there. He's going to start punching them. Yeah, punch him! Wow, there was a loud bang right outside my apartment. Hopefully the mic didn't pick that up. But anywho, we get 50 experience, some job level, well, just for Arc, I guess. And we get a potion. Yeah, it's not really that worth it to come down here. You can literally skip it. But hey, you know what? Potions are handy early on in the game. It does save you spell charges, but you could buy them, which is also nice. Don't forget to head on up here because you'll be able to get a cure spell. Now, who do I want to, let's see, give that to? I got Arc, Refia has it, and then there's Ingus. Yeah, I think Ingus would be the most useful to have a cure spell at this time, so he can have it. Doesn't really matter who gets it since freelancers can use all weapons and all, every spell charges too. So freelancers can do every like an Onion Knight, but without the overpowered ability of an Onion Knight. So here's our skeletons. Skeletons have 57 HP and also weak to light elemental magic. They don't really have a whole lot going on. If I remember correctly, I think the mummies can poison you if you're not careful. Oh, actually, no, maybe not the mummy. I think it's a zombie that can poison you. But one of the enemies in this cave can do that, so just watch out for that. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. There's not really a whole lot that you're going to be encountering that you can't handle. And if you took time to level grind to level 7, they're going to be even easier, as you can already tell. Just the same two enemies, skeleton and mummy. Pretty easy. Over here is another treasure chest of 500 gil. Oh man, I'm rich. I wonder if there's a secret passage here. Oh yes, there is. Look at that shiny stuff by the skeleton. See, when I was a kid, well, like a teenager, I was 13 when I first played this, I honestly thought there was a skeleton key. Not the skeleton is the key. So I was like looking all around the room going, it's a dead end, where do I go? And I just zoomed in, started moving around. I'm like, oh, hey, there's that shiny stuff again. And that's how I found my way through. Because I didn't have the strategy guide quite yet. I got the guide a little bit later. Anywho, we found Princess Sara. Oh, I mean, maybe you should escort her out, Ingus. Oh yeah, we definitely need the Mythril Ring. So before you leave, what? You want to come with us? I mean, I guess you can. The enemies here aren't that hard, so it's not like you're going to be a liability or anything. And, well, yeah, she is the Royal Highness too. Lunas makes a point. I mean, I think Ingus will look after her. Yeah, he's like a loyal dog. He's very sweet and very calm, and I think the only time you see Ingus get really worked up, just before you even start playing the game, is in the opening cutscene when him and Luna kind of have like some kind of disagreement, And I love that opening cutscene. Press X to speak to her whenever we want. That sounds like a great idea. How about we... Oh, that's not X. That's Y. My bad. This is the X button. There's a couple cutscenes that you can see with your extra party members. Well, there's one that has more than a couple, so as long as you every so often kind of check in with your 5th party member, they were extremely helpful in giving us a little more character development or information about what's going on. Oh, it's okay, guys. All right, well, let's go and continue onward. We'll check in with Sara here in a little bit. We're going to want to make sure we kind of go all the way down here. There's going to be some more treasure. But before treasure, new enemies. These are the zombies. Oh, wait, no, they're not. They're revenants. They look like zombies. Revenants, you know, weak to light, elemental magic. Every enemy here is. 70 HP. Wow. And, nope, they got 10 defense, just like all the other enemies here, but they have 14 attacks. So their attack's going to have a little more bite to it. Either the revenants or the zombies are going to be the ones that can poison you. The other... Wow, good job, Luna. That's one hit. Well, when I say one hit, I know they're doing multiple hits, but like one attack session essentially just took them out. These ones might cause you to need eye drops, like cause blindness, but I don't remember which one exactly. So that just keep an eye out for that. Should be fine. Oh, hey, we got an antidote. That's a good drop. To the right here should be a dead end with, yep, treasure chest. Antarctic wind, yes. Just checking my map here. Okay. Yeah, there's only one more treasure chest in this floor here, but we want to head in the direction we actually want to go in. Oh, hey, another new enemy. This is your crippling debt. What? You don't have debt? No, good for you. It's cursed copper. Literally, it's cursed. Light elemental magic, 47. Oh, hold on. Read that wrong. 42 HP. Yeah, there's really nothing to worry about here. Let's go and speed this up since I was talking a little too long. So I like using the auto battle feature, and then I turn it off right when the last enemy gets finished. That way I don't have to worry about auto battle going into the very next battle. Now, hey, Angus gains a level. That means the other characters are on the way. And this is a good time to check in with Sara again. Oh, same cutscene. Let's try that again. Ah, here's another cutscene. The Djinn's a fire elemental, huh? Oh, really? How do you know that? Yeah, I mean, blizzard spell and the Antarctic wind item. I'll tell you that again as we get closer. But yeah, there you go. That's how you figure out his weakness, other than just being the only spell you can use on him. Ah, this is the cutscene I wanted to see. Well, hello, Sara. You got Lunith, and then there's Refia getting her feathers ruffled up. What? He's being, what, too friendly to Princess Sara? I don't know. I mean, maybe Refia has a small crush on Lunith. All right, here we get some eye drops. Always handy, especially when you don't have the blind us spell quite yet. Oh, back attack. Yeah, sometimes your enemies will attack you from behind. And so this is a good thing to kind of go over. Ah, they caused confusion. That's great, because now he's going to attack our own party members. So, a good time to actually show this. Thankfully, with back attacks, you can switch your characters back to the front row, or you can just straight up attack. When you do attack, it's just not going to do as much damage. So I think I'll just kind of go ahead and show that. See how I'm only doing 14 from the back row instead of doing the normal attack power that I normally would have. Shoot. Yeah, let's go ahead and cure Arc there for a moment. Hey, don't be hitting Refia. Thankfully, Arc is not a powerhouse. If, like, say we get, like, a warrior and a knight down the road, and they end up, you know, confusing... An enemy confuses one of your Malaya warriors, whoever you assign that particular job to, that will be deadly to your party. Cool, couple... Oh, wow, everyone's getting a level. Angus gained one earlier. I don't feel so bad about him. All right, well, that was actually very useful. And we already saw the cutscenes with Sara. So before you go into this room here, definitely make sure you heal up. Let's go ahead and cure the entire party. No, actually, that's really good. I don't think I want to do anything more than that. You can also use potions to save those spell charges, but hey, you know what? Not too bad. Let's go ahead and face the Djinn. He likes hanging out in caves for some reason. All right, use it, Sara. Take the light. How come that didn't work? Has he grown too powerful? Oh, the power of darkness. Yeah, of course. All right, well, let's get him. This is the Djinn, the one we've heard so much about. It looks like the Djinn has 600 HP, and he is weak to, Antarctic wind and the blizzard spell, anything ice related essentially. And he will attack us twice this round. But otherwise, other than physical attacks, he doesn't really have much to worry about. So let's just normally attack him, use Blizzard, we'll have Refia go on the offense. Oh, and I want to use that Antarctic wind, but that didn't quite happen. Sometimes your 5th party members will do something in battle. Sara has the ability to cast Cure. And I think, and she'll cast Arrow on enemies sometimes, but that's pretty much it. Oh yes, he does cast Fire. That's all he'll do, trust me. It's not really a whole lot to worry about. We'll just have to use the Antarctic wind in our next round. Wow, man, that took some serious damage. Attack, let's keep up on the Blizzard. We'll have Refia cure just Ingus, and let's not to forget to use the, where is it? Ah, there we go. The Antarctic wind. I just gotta reorganize my items so that goes more to the top where the battle items should be going. All right, guys, let's get him. He kind of reminds me of a genie. You know how he's like cross legs, he's hovering and everything. Oh, man, you got hit Luneth twice, dude? That's not cool. There was one time I played Final Fantasy 3. Wow, 366 damage? That was insane. Well, see how Luneth is like kneeled down? On one of my Nintendo DS playthroughs, it glitched him to be down. No matter how many times I went to the inn or saved. I mean, actually, that was the mistake. I saved, and no matter what I did, he was kneeling down. So for the rest of the game, he was kneeling. And I couldn't do anything about it. I had to start a new game just for him not to do that. I'm not sure why that glitch happened, but it was funny, and I just kind of went through it. Sometimes when I was younger, I would encounter some glitch that wouldn't break the game, but it'd be a little annoying. Oh, crap. Well, we got the Djinn, but what's going on? Get out of here. Run away from skeletons, mummies, and everything. Don't try fighting them on your own, Sara. I have a friend named Sara, who's also blonde. I put her in my movies. Just the recent ones. Not my old ones, because we weren't friends back then. What is going on, guys? Can someone tell me? Hey, that's what I want to know. Ah, we're back here again. I recognize this room. The crystal call is here? For some reason that Luneth looked a little transparent there, but I mean, maybe he does, just in the arms? Yeah, you can see through his arms to see like the design of the tile back there. At least when you're looking at this in full screen. The crystal summoned us? It's not like there's someone in the crystal, like, in Skyward Sword. Slight spoiler, but like Zelda gets infused with the crystal in that game. Here it's just a crystal. I love this shot, by the way. This is so cool. We've been chosen to be us four have been chosen to be the Warriors of Light. And the crystal's going to infuse their light with us. Oh. So I guess the world's balance is, running its course. So we got to rebalance the world. And I got to extract power from other crystals. Could you, put that down on a map for us? No? No, well, that's a shame. And here we have the Final Fantasy III opening theme, which is the same theme as the prior Final Fantasy games of this one. Nobuo Uematsu is a legendary music composer. And even if you haven't really played a Final Fantasy game, I'd recommend just listening to the music. Any music he's done, one of my favorite themes, of course, is Cloud versus Sephiroth. The Advent Children one is spectacular. He does such a good job with the music. And It brings back a lot of good memories for me from when I was playing these earlier Final Fantasy games before life got so crazy as you become an adult. It's a little harder to find the time to like just sit down and play a JRPG game, you know? And like now we're about to start a legendary adventure, and I'm really looking forward to it. Unless you're playing the Nintendo DS version, you'll be able to go through all the side questing too. But now we'll be able to access Magnets since we got the power of the crystal, as well as the jobs that I'll go over in a little more detail with you guys here soon. And so you have to have a friend who also has a Nintendo DS, or you happen to have two with 2 copies of Final Fantasy III, and then you have to exchange some letters back and forth through the local Wi-Fi, local DS to DS connection, because the Nintendo DS Online services don't work anymore. Do that 7 times, and then you'll be able to access all the side quests, and then you're good. The PlayStation Portable, the Steam version, any other version after the Nintendo DS kind of nulled that. So at that point, you just have to wait, check in, switch your characters around. I'll go into more detail later about that too. So don't worry. We'll have access to everything if you're playing any version other than the DS, where you have to do a little more legwork in order to get everything. Oh, we just got blessed by the crystal. Wow. Or you can challenge yourself and stay freelancers the entire game. Now that is a challenge. I tried it once. I think I got to the Temple of Time before I just frustratedly quit, and I never picked up that playthrough again. Because, yeah, that place is just insanely hard. Being a freelancer the whole game is extremely tough. Maybe I'll revisit that sometime in the future. I don't know if it'd be like a playthrough for the channel or not, but hey. We now... Oh... I was just talking about you, Moogle. Well, more like your services, not you specifically. Yeah, so now we can access jobs. Cool. Why, thank you. And if seeing this wants you to buy your own Moogle, you know, they're cute. You should buy it. I don't have like a Moogle plush or anything, but you know. I got to practice each new job to maximize their potential. Ah, sounds good to me. Why, thank you, Moogle. Oh, you're not going to tell me about Mognet? I mean, the Mogmail? Oh, I got a little controller drift there. All right, well, let's go and check out our jobs. So let's go and start with Lunith. All right, now let's just go ahead and go over the job specifically. I am going to be describing the jobs with the Brady Games strategy guide to go over a little more information about it. Where is this one? No. There we go. The Warrior. Warriors are basically weapon experts. They have an advanced ability that does even more damage than normal. And it starts off as like a 1.5 damage and goes all the way up to 2.4 if you get the job to level 99. But the only downside to the advanced ability is that, well, you'll be essentially taking more damage on top of that. So you're more susceptible to damage. The monks are going to be your other Malaya warriors. Let's go ahead and take a look. See there's the monk. The monks are basically resilient melee fighters. They have a retaliative. Sorry about that. All right, so the monks are resilient melee fighters. They got a retaliate ability that allows them to counterattack while being on the defensive. They're another good Malaya warrior to have in order to, like, in case you want to do 2 Malaya warriors, 2 mages. And let's go ahead and drop down to the thief. I usually use a thief in the Final Fantasy 1 game. Exactly like what a thief can do is the thief are really quick, they got high agility, they can steal stuff, and instead of guarding, they're able to flee, which is a more advanced version of just running away. You'll need a thief in order to steal a specific item from a boss, so I would definitely keep that in mind if you're trying to collect every single item in the game, or you need that item for like the extra boss at the end. Let's go into the mages for a moment. The mages are pretty much exactly as they sound. The white mage is in charge of all light elemental magic, and You're able to cure, have light elemental offense, and all that kind of stuff. The Black Mage does the opposite. They're basically an offensive mage, and they have access to all black level magic, and so they're basically can only use one magic type. Final Fantasy III was the first game to introduce the Red Mage, and the Red Mage is like a mix of white and black magic, and you wouldn't see this specific job class again until like Final Fantasy V, where they bring back the job system, or you can decide which characters go through which jobs. Final Fantasy IV was more of this character has a job and they're set in that job for the entirety of the game, with Cecil being the only one that would switch jobs from like a Dark Knight into a Paladin. So anywho, I like changing Luneth into the Warrior. Now when you do switch jobs, you have this thing called job fatigue. And your last job, your job levels for that character will be here on the screen. So that little down arrow underneath his name and level, you're basically going to be a weak version of that character until you go through a few battles to get rid of that fatigue. So don't change jobs in front of a big boss. I'm going to change Ark into a Black Mage. I like to keep him only based on magic. And I'm going to put him in the back row. Same with Refia. I'm going to change Refia into my White Mage. Now, the White Mage is really good because you're always going to want to have at least one healer in your party as you go forward. But I don't want her being in the front row tanking heavy hits, so that's why I like to keep her in the back. Now, Ingus, depends on my playthrough. Sometimes I'll turn him into a monk, a Dark Knight, a Black Belt. I switch Ingus around quite a bit. But I'm going to start him off as the Red Mage this time around because I haven't done a Red Mage playthrough in a little while, and I just want to put him back as a Red. So now, when you do switch jobs, don't forget, you lose all your equipment. Just gone into a black hole. No, I'm kidding. It goes back to your inventory. So you're just going to have to re-equip stuff. And certain jobs can only equip certain items, which you're going to find out. You can look that up online. Let's do leather armor, mithril helmet, bronze bracers. And just make sure everybody has some sort of armor. Doesn't matter what we have right now. And let's see, leather cap, leather armor, bronze bracers. I don't really think I have anything for Refia to hold, which is fine. Now, the Red Mage can use the White Slayers, but, you know, the Warriors can't. Not sure what's specific about that sword where they can't use it. We'll give him a long sword, and then we'll also kind of give him some equipment as well, just whatever we got. And you won't get spell charges if you switch to a mage. The only reason why Ark and Refi already have it because we already have full spell charges. But say you're 0 and you switch to a job, you're still going to be 0. You're going to need to heal up to get those spell charges back. And if you got a job like Luneth that doesn't have any spell charges because warriors don't use magic, then you're not going to have any either way. But when you switch, you automatically get spell charges. Just depending on the job class and your level, essentially, how much that will be. All right, now that we're rocking a new outfit, let's go ahead and head on out of here. Not sure why my controller is drifting a little bit. It's kind of frustrating in my opinion. Yes, let's play a visit to real fast. Hey, how's it going? Oh, yes, I'm glad you feel better. I want to see what Elder Topapa has to say. Oh, nothing new yet. Well, actually, I think I know why. I need to make my way over to Canaan. But the main reason why I want to get here, so let's not talk to everybody, is I want to talk to him to buy a Poisona. That way I can get out the Refia. Because I didn't have a Poisona. I got Sleep for Ark, but not Poisona. So let's go ahead and learn that. There we go. I'll get the other level 1 spell charge, I believe, into the when Kazus is cured of, well, the Djinn. So I'll meet you guys over at Castle Sasune. Okay, just one random encounter. Just hit him with a bunch of melee attacks. It was pretty simple. Hey, Sarah, how's it going? You like our new duds? That means clothes for, my younger audience. Yeah, we're glad you're safe. You're glad we are also safe. Let's go cleanse the ring, because, you know, that's what the Djinn is in right now. Oh, remember that spring that we saw at the bottom of the castle? And we were just kind of, you know, taking all its treasure for ourselves. Yeah, that's the spring we're going to be tossing the ring into. Yep, go ahead. Let's do it. No, not gonna be. We'll just have to make you a new ring, Sarah. We don't need to ever, you know, use that ring again. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. I guess we should go speak to her dad. Hello, King Sasune. Glad to see you back in your former glory. I like your mustache. Glad we can help. Yeah, we got a long journey ahead of us. Yeah. Well, we're gonna need Ingus too, because he is also chosen. That's why he's not wearing your knight's outfit anymore. Oh, I thank you, King Sasune. We appreciate that. Oh, really? What is it? Oh, I thank you, soldier. We get a magical folding canoe. It's magical. It's basically like a blow-up kayak. It's essentially what it is. But it's extremely helpful, so that'll come in handy for sure. Because we're going to want to go and get the airship and then head over to Kazis. And the only way to get to the airship is by using the floating canoe. Oh? Hi, Sarah. Oh, well, we'll try to be safe. No promises, but you know, we'll come visit you sometime. Don't worry. We'll return. Thanks, Sarah. Catch you later. I love the characters in this game. They are just so adorable. I just love their personalities and everything. So here's that folding canoe. Now we can cross like ponds and lakes and rivers and stuff. So I just like getting the airship, so I just kind of already have it here. All right, let's go ahead into Kazis. Huh, who's this guy? He looks worried. He's pacing around. It's like when I'm hopping on a phone call and I'm like kind of uneasy or just want to like walk around, exercise, or something's bothering me and I'm not on the phone. I pace around quite a bit. Oh, you're Refia's dad, huh? Yeah, don't embarrass me, Dad. Shoot. Go home? Whoa, hold up. Refia, you should explain to him that you're a warrior of light now. Yeah, so we're not gonna have Refia for just a little bit, but that's okay. And go back to working in the Mythril Mines. I mean, if that's what you want to do. But hey, if that's your job, I'm power to you. I want to check out the shops finally. Mythril's forged by a trained smith that gains special properties. You don't say. Aha, now we got the fire spell. Nice. Let's buy one of those. Actually, no, we're going to buy a few spells. Ingus doesn't have any, and since he can use white and black magic, I want to make sure he gets a fire spell. I'm going to buy a couple blizzards, just because I'm going to give one to Ingus, one to Lunith. Now, Lunith's not going to be using any magic for a little while, but I want to make sure he has blizzard. Now I want to give Arc fire and sleep, so he has all three black level magic. And then I have Ingus here, but I want him to learn blizzard and fire. And we are good to go. So he has more than just cure at his disposal. Actually, let's remove cure and then relearn it. That way it's towards the back of the spell. That's how you kind of reorganize your magic, depending how much you're going to use certain magic. All right, let's go ahead and hop into the weapon shop. I am glad you can do business again, sir. Now we can buy Mythril swords, Mythril knives, Mythril rods, but hold up. There is some mines in Kazis that we weren't fully able to explore last time. And there's only going to be 2 Mythril swords in the Mythril Mines, so kind of use that accordingly. And as far as a Mythril rod goes, we'll buy... Can white mages use these rods? I think they only use staffs, so we'll just buy one for right now. And we're gonna... let's see. Yeah, we'll buy 2 swords, and that's it. I don't want to spend any more than that. And we'll equip those to Ingus here, because Lunith is going to get his own. Oops, that was the wrong sword. The other Mythril sword, and let's give the Mythril rod to Ark. Now, something to keep in mind is that you can also sell your, well, stuff you're not going to use anymore. So, like, am I ever going to use this staff again? Probably not. Sell it. A knife? Yeah, no. He can have all my knives. The dagger, the long swords, I can make some money back. The bow, I got 1. And you could also go right on the D-pad to go through, if you have a lot of items, like the wooden arrows, the holy arrows. I'm not going to be using the leather shields, and even though the vest is a unique item, you only get 1 in the game, I'm never going to be equipping the vest again. So unless you're trying to collect every single item, just sell it. You know, clear up some armor. Oh, not clear up some armor. Clear up some inventory. Excuse me. Gotta be a little more careful of what I'm saying. All right, let's go and check out the armor shop. Wow. You're going to start looking for places to haunt? I mean, to be fair, if I was a ghost, I would probably do the same thing. We're going to buy 2 Mythril armors. I'm not going to buy any shields. Lunith already has a Mythril helmet, so we'll buy 1. Now, the bracers and the gloves are 2 different items, so only Lunith can equip the gloves. As you can tell by his icon glowing, he's not, like, kind of faded out, and he shows, like, the defense difference. And we'll buy 3 of these, 1 for Refia too once I see her again. Alright, so you want to make sure you equip this before going into the next area. I mean, look how much more defense we have. That's insane. So, yep, we'll just give him the Mythril bracers. Unfortunately, mages kind of get screwed in the first beginning part of the game. It's going to be a while before we get new armor for them, which is really unfortunate. The red mage is the only exception to this rule, because now his defense is 16, but like Arc is 6. So definitely keep your black and white mages in the back row. Unless you get a back attack for some reason, you should more or less be okay. Now, one thing I like to do before oh yeah, we still got a lot of other stuff to really do. Let's buy about 10 more potions. I like to buy about a bit of each for eye drops and antidotes, just to make sure you're kind of stocked up on it. Hello, Sid. How's it going? Why thank you. I'm glad you had faith in us that we could pull this off. We're kind of going long today. Make use of the airship. Really? I mean, does that mean we could have the airship? Are you giving it to us? Oh, yeah, I gotta get you home to Miss Sid. I think we can do that. Wait, so her name is Sid too? I mean, her last name? So what's your first name? Are you Sid? And she's Sid Miss Sid? No, her first name can't be Sid too. That'd be kind of weird. Oh, there's a hidden passageway in those tunnels. Really? I heard you can find it in the corner of the first room. I'd look for it, but that place gives you the heebie-jeebies. Well, I guess you don't work in the mine, huh? Oh. All sweet mortality. How much I missed you so. Now I could drink my life away. All the alcohol. How's it going? Oh. My beautiful appearance. Well, I mean, if you say so. I mean, I definitely like the way I look, too. I'm happy when I check myself in the mirror. I mean, not every day, but I'm more or less happy with how I look and my genetics. Hello, kid. Nell Valley. It's the only passage in the Harmony Mountains that connects the inner and outer Sasune. Yeah, we are kind of surrounded by mountains, huh? Which is exactly how I live in real life at this time. So this is the Mognet. By talking to any of the Googles, we can get mail from characters we've seen and built relationships with. So Topapa is Lunith's dad, and Ark's technically. How are we doing? Ur's not the same without us. Aw, we've barely been gone, guys. Well, thank you. We missed you too. You don't write back to them, but, you know, we can check to see what mail we get from characters around the world. Kind of cool. Hey, how's it going? Time to get back to business. Yeah, that's true. Why, hello, Topapa. How's it? I mean, not Topapa, excuse me, Taka. Hello, Taka. Good to see you again. Yeah, we kind of need to bust the rock. Well, our Mythril Ram. Well, the airship survives this, Sid. I thought you were going to give us the airship. Yeah, okay, well. Yo, cool. Uh-oh. Give me a hand or three, will you? I don't know. Is Taka a pretty harsh dad? Because Refi has her head down quite a bit, you know. Maybe he's like really hard on her because he just wants the best for her. And maybe he wants her to take over the blacksmithing business after, you know, he retires. Who knows? But that's just kind of the feeling I get from them. Thanks for the help, Taka. Much appreciated, bud. All right, let's go bust up some boulders. That's right. Oh, Refi is not in here anymore. Is she back in our party? No, not quite. Thanks for sticking around this long in the episode. I do appreciate it. We got a couple more things I want to do before we end, but we're towards the end of the episode, so trust me. Here is the Mythril Mines. I love the way this looks. The orange, the blue, the feeling of it. Okay, there is a secret passage here. I think I have to, investigate the lamppost here. And I'll open up, well, the secret passage. Because it's secret. And it's a passage. And here's the other room. So this is the place we want to go to. I'm surprised I haven't ran into any enemies yet. That's a good thing. Wow, we made already out a single enemy encounter. Cool. That means we get a Mythril sword and another Mythril sword, like the two I was talking about earlier. These are the two I'm using for Lunith, taking his attack power from 20 to 34. Now that's what I'm talking about. All right, let's go and walk our way out of here. And now we have some new enemies, I believe. Oh no, these are just cursed coppers. No, we fought the cursed coppers before. Let's see. Do I have my... Maybe it's on the next page. No, it's not. Well, essentially, the enemies here in the Mythril Mines are going to be weak to like light elemental magic. I just don't have their enemy stuff on me at this time. It's going to be towards the bestiary in the Brady Game strategy guide. Believe it or not, I used to actually write my own strategy guide notes, where I would write like enemy weaknesses and like what kind of statuses they do. So every game I would play, I would write a bunch of notes for myself to make playing the game easier outside of the strategy guides, even if I had them. So before I would do like a let's play on my old gaming channel, I would essentially be able to, you know, kind of go over more stuff in details that I didn't really like have prior. So that's pretty nice. So same enemies that were in the sealed cave. Nothing new. They're pretty easy to take out at this point. But if you came here too early, they would be a real pain in the butt. So don't do it. Come here after you see the crystal and get your jobs. Actually, no, I'm going to wait to heal up in the next town. Let's go ahead and get out of here. And head over to our airship. So if you didn't get it yet, you're going to have to go get it from, you know... Actually, no, I think it teleports here. So you actually might not even have to get it. It's been a while since I decided to get the airship first or not. What do you mean we're late, Refia? Whoa. Are you going to be with your dad? Oh. Did we promise a crystal, or did we just get forced into saving the world? Oh. Do you want to be a smith later? Like, what do you want to do afterwards? Wait, you're an orphan? Oh, I mean, so's, you know, me and Ark. Cool. Ark and I, technically, if you want to correct my English. Yeah, we're also orphans. Wait, you as well? Well, you know, the JRPG trope from the 90s and early 2000s is, you know, teenagers going to save the world. And we don't have parents. Really? Wow. Okay, well, definitely an interesting ride. So as long as we kind of take the airship over here, we can destroy the boulder. Oh, no. We also destroyed the airship. Ow. Is everyone okay? That was quite the crash. Yeah, you think the developer's going to give us an airship this early in the game? No. Only temporarily. Okay, well, this is a good place to stop. Just had to go a bit longer than I normally do, just so we can clear out all those areas and up there. Normally, I break my episodes into shorter ones, but thank you so much for sticking around to the end of today's episode. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I might have to switch USB controllers. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It does help out the channel a lot. Even sharing this, if you found it to be helpful, is really cool. So I appreciate it. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time. And we'll reunite Sid with Miss Sid on Final Fantasy III. Take care.